One of the most important things when it comes to life is motivation. Motivation is about enthusiasm. How do you feel about what you are doing? Immediately you lack motivation, immediately you lack enthusiasm, everything seems like work, everything seems like something that will end today. So it's very important that you get that. Okay, very quickly, we want to talk about entrepreneurship, then I take you to IT. Why is entrepreneurship important? Entrepreneurship is not the art of doing business. Entrepreneurship is all about the science of running your life and businesses on systems. And I'll give you a very simple example. How much is your 1 hour worth? Somebody help me. How much is your 1 hour worth? I'm not talking about how much they pay you in your office. How much is your 1 hour worth on your own? You've not thought about it? Okay. Mayoga, your 1 hour. Yes, sir. Not from the office. How much you know your 1 hour is worth? 50,000 per hour. Yes, Mayoga. How much do you think your 1 hour is worth? 300,000. Okay. Uncle Jerome, how much do you think your 1 hour is worth, sir? 100. Okay, now look at it. Please, this is important as you are retiring. Now look at it very critically. If your 1 hour is 50,000 or 100,000 and all the, which I know is worth more. Now, what will you do with those hours? For instance, can somebody come to your house or your office and start telling you, do you know about this P2B, this Tinubu, this ADC, PDP? And the person will talk for 1 hour. What do you think will happen? The person will just squandered your 1 hour. Will you use 100,000 to just watch politics today or watch, all those kinds of 100,000? I'm not saying is wrong to watch. Please get it right. But you see, you are going to, as you are watching politics today, you are going to be thinking, somebody like V, who is into PR, marketing communications and strategic communication. You are going to be looking at, what should I gain from this word? From this 1 hour I'm putting in, that is worth like what? 100,000. So if you are watching this thing and you feel you want to consult for PDP or APC or whatever, you make something from there, go to ChatGPT, write the proposition and do what? And say to them, you know why I'm not talking about politics. I'm saying, if you must watch politics today, where they are going to be telling you what, Peter Obi did this, or Atiku did this, Tinubu did it, you must get something from it. Don't go and watch when you're nothing. What's the point we are making? Your 1 hour, if it's 100,000, which I don't, there's none of you here, your 1 hour is less than $1,000, which is at least 1.5 million. But you see, you don't have the courage to say it. You don't have the confidence because you don't even know, and then you don't have the enthusiasm to tell it to anybody. Why these things are important to, this thing I'm doing now, why it is one of the most important things in life, is that if you don't have that confidence from the beginning, nobody will pay you that. Please remember why I'm here. I'm not here to talk about what? To talk about retirement. No, you are too loaded to retire. Yes, so that's why I'm talking business with you. I'm talking some things. Now, why I wanted you to know, I'll be able to now decide how much you want to be paid. It's not about people paying you, it's about how much your time is worth. Immediately, mentally, you know this is how much my time is worth. I don't want to use the word spiritual because it will sound religious. No, emotionally, you do what? You start dragging those things. The point I wanted to make is that immediately you start understanding who you are. Whether you are at the backyard or whatever, but you know who you are and you believe it, the thing will start coming. Victor, why should you go and consult for, which is not bad, for MSME that will give you, begging you for 50,000? Instead of consulting for a political party that will say their budget is 500 million for this quarter and all that. It's just in the mind. And at your level, because of what you know already, do you know when I say at your level? Because I'm looking from outside to you. But you see, because you're inside, you do what? You look down on yourself. It happened to me severally. So you must know what you have put in life. It is not pride. The point is that if you don't say who you are, people will not what? They will not know. The point I wanted to make with all this is your ability to first of all understand what you carry. 35 years, 30 years, 10 years of doing something, you don't get it anywhere. If you were in the academia, when you did 18 years, you would have become a professor. If you are a lecturer, 18, you have become a professor since. So you have spent at least 15 to 20 years or 13 years, 15 to 18 years as a professor. Why am I saying all this? First of all, knowing what you carry will not make you to earn it. Now, you want to be paid $10,000. You want to be paid 1.5 million. Will you pay somebody who has your kind of skill 1.5 million an hour? Will you pay somebody who has your kind of say 15 million an hour? Now, if you cannot, what happens now? You need to now deepen that capacity so that you have that capacity. So very simple. Let's talk about it. What is entrepreneurship? Because of our time, help me read. One to go. Entrepreneurship is the art of generating new ideas or innovating old ideas into profitable products and or services and or platforms directed towards a targeted market through a creative business process. Now, what is entrepreneurship? Is to look at things and then immediately find out what use it can go to. So let's take something as simple as pap. Mommy, you know pap? Okay. The pap you drink. Okay. So let's take it for instance. If you're a good entrepreneur, you must know how to transmogrify pap into something that can make you wealthy. So let's use it. So you take pap is a product, but you see, some people may drink pap if it has pink color, if it has brown color, yellow color, and or white color, depending on what you want. Your ability to know the people who want it and be able to market it to them with the color they want. That is entrepreneurship. Not to force people who want it, who want blue, or rather pink, to come and drink white, or who want white to come and drink pink. Now, that's what we call products. Now, when you get this product, know it that any product that can sell one can sell what? 1,000,000 copies. Is it true? Any product that can sell one can sell 1,000,000 copies. In the pap right now, if you write a proposal to the governor of Benue State or Borno and say, I do the best pap, Dexter Rosy pap, but you see, I found out that a lot of women in Borno or Benue, they are in IDP camps because of the issues. But Borno also has a lot of maize, a lot of this and that. Can I teach them how to make pap for exports? So you have the program, Borno Women Pap for Export Projects. You see? Now you write the proposal. If you take this thing now, let me show you. If you take this thing now, please, I want you to follow me, please. It's very important you do. So I'll show you what we call prompt engineering. But for now, let me just say Benue Women for Exports with Benue Women PAP, PAP for Exports Projects. PAP for Export Projects is a business proposal I want to submit to the governor of Benue State, part of the project. Okay, just for the purposes of this is not how I write my proposals, okay? Sorry, my prompts. I'll show you how I write my prompts as we go ahead. So, but for this period, let's do this. Okay, so let's now write. Okay, so we're going to read the output together. Okay, so it says below is a sample proposal you can adapt and brand. I've written it in a way that would make sense to a governor and senior policy team. It balances commercial logic and social impact without sounding like charity dressed up as business. You can tighten language later or expand sections and nature. Okay, so let's go. Can you help me read from where you are? So 1 to go. Proposal for the Benue Women PAP for Export Project, a sustainable agribusiness and poverty alleviation initiative submitted to the Executive Governor of. Okay, so let's read the executive summary. 1 to go. Benue is widely acknowledged as the food basket of the nation. Help me read. Yet a significant number of women within rural and semi-urban communities remain trapped in low-income agricultural activities that do not translate into sustainable livelihood. The Benue Women for is designed to change this. This initiative proposes a 2-week intensive training and enterprise development program that equips Benue women with the technical, entrepreneurial, quality control, packaging, and export readiness skills required to produce high-quality standardized PAP for local and international markets. The pilot phase targets 1,000 women trained at the cost of 100,000 per participant and positioned not as beneficiaries but as micro entrepreneurs integrated into a scalable value chain. The project deliberately combines business viability, export orientation, and platform-driven coordination with poverty alleviation, women empowerment, and inclusive background. So you can already see, I took what? Just PAP. PAP is a product, but I've turned it into what now? What did I turn it into? A service. Okay? Remember why we are here. We are here because we said that entrepreneurship is what? The art of generating new ideas or innovating order into what? Profitable products and or what? Services and or what? Platforms. So what I'm trying to do, I've taken PAP, which is what? A product, and I've turned it into what now? A service. Remember, I'm still selling my PAP. Oh. Every day I'm selling my PAP. But now, I've put it, if they grant me and give me 1,000 people, that is 100 million. Okay? Now, I'm not telling you what I don't do. Remember where I'm coming from. How much is your what? Your 1 hour. Then I said you have to build yourself. Then I say if you're watching television, you must do what? Don't watch television. Watch ideas on television. And then I went from when you think of PAP, how to transmogrify into a service, into a product, into a platform. Now, when you now have marketed this to 36 government of the federation and all those, you see, very important. There's what we call law of average in marketing. The number of people you talk to is directly proportional to the number of average you will get. If you talk to 10 people, you may get 1. If you want 3, how many people should you talk to? 30 people. If you want 10, how many people should you talk to? 100 people. You see, making money out of thin air is the beautiful thing about what? About entrepreneurship. And let me tell you, every time you are thinking that people know it now, and people must be doing it now, it's not true. Why is it not true? Now, there are information everywhere. But you see, people are waiting for what? Interpretation. Did you get that? Information is what? Everywhere. But people are looking for what? Interpretation. How do you break it down so I can do what? I can make use of it. Okay? So now, you've seen how it got to this one. Now, the next thing is, now, these people are going to produce PAP, okay? Remember, where you are at the moment is no more a problem in the world. Why? Because in the world, people are now doing what? They are now getting everything they want by just understanding the power of social media. If I have the time, I will teach you that. But for the purposes of what we are doing, the discussion is, when you have turned a product to what? A service, you can turn both of them to what? Platforms. What is a platform? A platform is a place where people can interact, a place that brings buyers and sellers together. For instance, Uber is what? A platform. Uber, do they need to have taxis? What happened? They have a platform. The people who want to ride, the people who want to, you see, so they bring that together. What is Facebook? Is a platform where what? The people who want to make friends and the friends they want to make are there. Instagram, TikTok, the same thing. Okay? So immediately you understand this, you understand so you have now the PAP, you have now the training power, which is a service. Now you can convince the governor that every PAP that comes out of Benue from these women you've trained, you are going to do what? You are going to offtake it to sell where? On BenuePapforExport.com. You see, you build the website for that. You can learn web designing in 30 minutes. You can also create with AI if you don't want to learn the normal way. You can build your website. You don't need to pay any money. Can you start doing some things that are no more like signing, like writing memo? Like, can you start doing some things that will do what? That will color back. If you have male dog, can they produce? It's only when you bring what? Female. Okay, so look at this. I always show it to my friends when they are trying to do business. Okay, so let me show you. Because of my brother Jerome and other of my brothers who are already into something. Look at this. In business, we call it smiley face. Okay, now I want you to understand this even as you are retiring. Look at this. From here to here. Huh? Then, from here to here. They make more money than people who are here. Now, I'm not saying more money in terms of volume, but they are richer when you compare the amount of energy they put in. So, let's use my brother who does fish farming, okay? Now, Uncle Jerome, that's what you do, sir. Yes, sir. So now, Uncle Jerome will get fingerlings from your own farm or from anywhere, and then some people get it and sell it at that point and rest. They don't need to now start building what? Bigger pond, employing people. Those are the people from here to here. Do you get? They cash out, do another one, cash out, do another one, cash out. Now this one here now will do what? Will build the fish pond, employ people, get lighting, get feed, and do it for how many weeks? 6 weeks or 8 weeks. You get, some will die, some will grow, some will do this one. And after that, then that woman that is selling beer parlor or that hotel is from here to here. They will do what? They will come and buy it from you and put in salt and pepper. Standing up there. No pond, no housing, no other stuff, no nothing. Please, if you didn't get what I say, you let me know.
Yeah, but they have staff now. The person that is doing the pepper soup with the pineapple.
Yes, they have staff. 100%. They have staff. But you see, now you look at the turnover. Your staff has been there for 8 weeks before the sales. But this guy is brought today. Most time within today and tomorrow, the staff has made money for him. Do you get the point I'm making? Amazing. So that money that you would have taken outside will rotate inside. Even others will come and do what? And buy from you. Do you get? So, mommy, we are looking at turnover time. his own people need to stay for 8 weeks before the thing is sold. Okay? And now they make him, but he has been paying salary, housing them, whatever it is. But this one, if they employ the person today, they say, okay, sit here and do what? Fry this thing on the fire or do pepper soup. Victorize pepper soup. That's why you got agitated and all that to say, why are you bringing pepper soup inside here? Do you want me to leave the class? But Uncle Jerome, you got what I mean. Do you get? So the same way for, as you keep growing, if you like joints in maybe your house, there is a big space outside where you could just do very nice viewing center. I mean, the place you do it, if they do the pond, very nice viewing center and all those. You see, that thing you would have sold for like 7,000 or whatever, you could sell it for as much as 9,000, 15,000 because of just that salt and pepper, which is nothing. Do you get? And it is producing while you still sell to other people, that place is servicing. So that in case one day the people who have take say they don't want again, you have the ready where you are marketing. You mustn't do that, but it's just for you to know about this value chain and know where you want to play. Okay, I hope you've understood the smiling face and how to know where to straddle. Don't go and straddle where, like my brother talked about distributorship. In distributorship, you do what? You have a warehouse. Yeah? You have workers. Probably you have security. Probably you have that. So if for instance you have a house already where you can make sure that this thing comes in, so you are not renting, okay, that could be. But if you can go and use your money now to rent, to do this, it will run big. So understand this. Immediately you understand it. If you are doing your feed now, you have you have a value chain. Now in value chain, you need to I'm going to go there. You need to understand different kinds of value chain. Yeah, let me show you a simple way to understand value chain. So look at this. Are you going to play at the level of raw materials? Like my brother Jerome plays at the level of what? The raw materials. You provide that. So you can also produce the feed. You can produce all kinds and other. But remember, that same pond can also be used in training. If you say, look I've done this for 10 years or 20 years or 15 years and I'm an expert in it. Even now I make 100 times more money than my retirement. You can send people from your school here. You can send people from your church here. You can send people from your mosque, from your association to come here and learn how to do what? How to do fishery the right way. It's the same pond though. And people who are coming to stay with you there for 1 month or 3 weeks, okay? They'll come and pay you 100,000, 200,000, 150, 50, whatever it is. Remember, when they finish with you, they can become your outlet everywhere. When they are coming the next day, they can say, my mother said I should buy 3. My church people say I should buy. Most people say I should buy. You find they are also your sellers and all those. But the same facility is what we are using also for what? Training. So that's what we call entrepreneurship. Understanding this. So look at this. You have raw materials, you have processing, you have packaging and branding, you have distribution and logistics, you have marketing and sales, you have research, development and consulting, you have education and training, standardization and regulation. So back to Jerome. Jerome, can you imagine if you have a dryer, hydrate, or whatever you call it, then you add the salt and all those when you dry it there, and then you have one little girl who just left university or secondary school. She's there as your business development person. So on the site of your company, on the social media handle of your company, every morning she takes a picture of that and posts there, and say we can supply everywhere. We can do this one, that one. Okay. You also have one machine or two, like motorbike or two, or even one Sharon and all those who can go a little far. That is a logistic company already. Because those who buy will do what? Will pay money for what? For logistics, for bringing it to them again. So that little girl, every day, she does what? She's just posting and posting. Every day she's posting and doing and all those kind of things. People will start, yeah? So if you start sometime before they take mature, off-takers have already taken. So Uncle Jerome, you see, this thing can grow and grow and grow. And then over time, you now say something like, you are retiring. By then you have built capacity and all those. You are retiring, you have this. You can come and rent pond from our place. As a retired person, you already know how to do this thing. So the person can come, pay you 500,000, 300,000, and then you give out a pond. The person will hire the pond. That's not the money they paid you. Hire the pond, and then you start mentoring the person. The point is that no story. So you have done your calculation. If you invest 2 million here, at the end of 3 months, you are going to get 2.5. At the end of 4 months, you are going to get the. So over time, people who will give you money to do for them will be so many, and all those kinds of things. Yeah, depending on your capacity. So you don't collect money and then the whole thing starts having issues. We call it creative credit. Yeah, you can expand, do your thing. So you need to just document these things and all those. Okay. The point we are making is that simply, entrepreneurship is not difficult. It's the art and science of what? Of generating new ideas, or what? Or innovating old ideas. You see what we're doing with this business now. Innovating old ideas into what? Profitable products, profitable services, profitable platform. You see, Uncle Jerome may decide tomorrow to have NigerFish.com, NigerFishSellers.com, whatever it is. And the point is that if you want 100,000 tons of fish, immediately you reach Uncle Jerome through what? Through that place. Because a lot of people had already registered with him. And he knows at the point all their fishes are. He can just, with one brokers, he can mobilize 10,000 tons of fish for you. That's a platform now. Bringing fish sellers together. Those who have high problem to sell their fish, immediately they are in your platform. Because every day people are making demand about fish. Some will say in December we will need, and they pay money now. In January we will need, in February we will need, and they even pay money now, and all those. So life is not hard though. Because money is not about what? Physical energy. Money is what? A mental work. And then money is a colored paper. It gravitates towards where? Where there is a right idea. I cannot come and block Ahmed, the people who want to come and buy something from him. I can't come and block them. I don't have that capacity. The president of Nigeria can't even come and block him. Because if they block his physical place, he will sell online. And so the world is so easy in the 21st century. And please don't make it harder. Okay. So now, very important to note, there are a few things you need to know about entrepreneurship. Number one is that, read it with me, please. It's just a traditional recipe for wealth creation. Read it with me. One to go. Find a need in the society for individuals, for organizations, for corporates, for groups and governments. Find the solution for those needs. Sell it to them at a commensurate consideration. Remember to collect your consideration and keep repeating the magic. That's very simple. You may be a grandma because you've taken care of kids, your own outgrowing, you've taken care of your this. You have a very big place. Now, what you want, you don't want hassle, and you love children. You can convert part of your house to what? To daycare. Do you know the problem of daycare today? Daycare is a very big issue because people put hand into their bum. People indoctrinate them into other religion or into something wrong. People show them wrong thing on. So it is better I keep my child with a grandma than keeping with a young normal school. So it may be what you want. You may decide you want to market what? High end. You may decide you want to market low people. High end are bankers, those who want to keep it. And remember, you don't want to tell them to come and pick them by 4. After 4, stay in at last 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 till anytime. If you want to come midnight, come. That becomes what? Your unique selling proposition. The reason people are coming to you and they can't go to anybody. Are you getting my point? Anything you have is what? Is a value. It's just about how do you, productize it. How do you productize it? Okay? People will not rush it the first day. Consistency is more important than what? Intensity. Intensity is what? Boom, 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 boom. Because we finish this program. Boom, boom, boom. You get tired. No, but if you every day you are doing it and you are doing it and you're doing over time, people have no option than recognize you.